Hey everyone, it's LaShonda from Labors of Love with another Therapy Thursday video. Today I just want to muse with you. I just want to talk for a second and just share what's going on in my life and some thoughts that I've had. So I'm part of an organization called Women Writing for a Change, fantastic organization here in Cincinnati, Ohio, where we come together. If you're interested in writing, if you are a writer, if you want to start writing, if you need accountability and community and accountability around your writing, I highly recommend you checking out Women Writing for a Change. But the point is, I was meeting with my small group and I hadn't had a chance to write. But we bring writings with us to share. So I went back through an old email address that I have. This email address took me back over a decade. I no longer utilize it, though I still have access to it. And I just kind of organize the emails from oldest to most recent and went looking for anything that I may have written. And I came across several things. I can say that I am genuinely surprised and pleasantly surprised at the quality of the writing I had a decade ago. As I am embarking on writing adventures, writing for anthologies and other publications and working on my own book, it is nice to look back at writing that I had before and see that there has been a skill that's been there for quite some time. But I came across something that I wrote December 31st, 2010. And it was pretty much my summation of what I had learned in the year 2010. And without going into too much detail, I read that and my heart began to break because that young lady that I was December 31st, 2010 is not the person that I am today. And I guess if I had one message of encouragement or invitation to give today, it would be, let's look back on how we were and what we did with compassion and curiosity and not judgment and shame. The teenage part of me wanted to swell up, and I got frustrated by many things that I read. The question, what the hell were you thinking, came up numerous times, but I realized that was not my functional adult. My functional adult simply placed her hand on my teenager's shoulder and said, it's okay to be angry, but we're not going to shame that part of us. As I leaned into compassion and empathy for that part of me, I was able to step back from the words I was reading and remember the circumstances that surrounded my life at that time. And realized that I really had mastered masking my reality so much, even from myself, that I couldn't see what my life was at the time. I'm sharing this because the pandemic and the resulting ways we engage with the world has given some of us time. And with time, whether we want this time or we're forced to have the time, can oftentimes bring up things from our past. And as we begin to look at them, sometimes we look at them from the lens of wisdom that we have now. And when we don't lean in with compassion and curiosity, we take the wisdom that we have now and we judge ourselves for the decisions we've made, the things we've done, the relationships we were in, how we didn't stand up for ourselves or how we were too aggressive, all these things. I'm not offering an excuse for anything. There is responsibility, the rightful assignment of responsibility. But I am saying that, man, sometimes we need to just love on that part of ourselves. If you can imagine yourself wrapping your hand around the person you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 40 years ago, knowing that so many times life circumstances and the pains that we had experienced resulted in us doing, saying, and being things that were not helpful. So can you be compassionate with yourself? Then can you be compassionate with yourself now? It's an invitation that I offer to you. I have so much more writing to do. So the vague nature of this video isn't really because I'm ashamed, but it's because it requires a lot of context that I can't offer on a short video. but I will be able to share this with people. Just know that it also can be an invitation for humility. At that time in my life, I really thought I had it together. I honestly thought that the life I had was the only life I could have. And now, if anything, that has left me with humility, to be open that things can and do change, even if we sometimes don't know that they can or should. So anyway, that felt like a really big ramble, I can be honest with you, but it's what I needed to get out. And I hope somewhere someone listens to this and this ramble hits you right in the heart and is exactly what you need to hear at the right time. So this is bigger than me, and I believe that this message can do that. If you need help, or you just want to reach out, you can find me at www.thelaborsoflove.com. We are on the major social media outlets. Please follow us, engage with us. We have our YouTube page. Please subscribe. And our podcast, the Labors of Love podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts. Rate, review, comment, and share. Until we connect again, you all be well.